Okay. Now the Gemara and the Beitza of Tes Omed base. Says the Gemara. We learned in the Mishnah, like Beis Shammai, right? We learned in the Mishnah that as Beis Shammai, that as we said, Ein Moilichin es Asulam Mishoivach LeShoivach. Beis Shammai, we said Ein Moilichin es Asulam Mishoivach LeShoivach. Aval Mateyu Mechaloin Mechaloin. That's the Beis Shammai. And Beis Hillel is Matir Afilu Dem. Even to come and take the ladder from one daf coat to a different daf coat from a shoyvah to a shoyvah. So the Gemara. Daf Testament base, the two dots, Avol, like 3/4 down, Avol Mateyu, Mechaloin Lechaloin. So the Gemara. Alme. Gabi Simchas Yontev, Beis Shammai Lechumre. That means because they answer what we say. Beis Shammai come and say, you're not allowed to come and take the ladder, even for bringing over here these goysalos that you want to shecht for Yom Tov, you want to eat them for Yom Tov, and Beis Hillel lekula. Yes, you're allowed to. Like the Gemara ostira from the previous Mishnah, right? Over here Beis Hillel go lekula like the derech klal, and Beis Shammai go lechumra. Now in the previous Mishnah, at the beginning of the Masechet, we learned fakat. We learned Masechet chayav ha'oif b'Yom Tov. Shammai yomrim yachol b'deker v'echase. Why? Because they were makel. They were makel. Why? So we understand they were makel. The way Rashi understands, because the deker, that means this spade, as we call it, the deker. When you're coming and digging now, the isel chafira over here is only a derabbanan. Because for tituach, no ketishas regovim, as we said all of the dinim before, but it's only a isel derabbanan. Because it's only a isel derabbanan. Chachomim came, the Chachomim was Bekel, and Beis Shammai say that this is going to be muter because of the Simchas Yontev. Ubeis Hillel Oimrim lo yishchoit elo im kein oyo lo yofal mucham miboid yoim. So what's mucham from here? Beis Shammai they are Mekel because the tzorich of Simchas Yontev. Beis Hillel are Machmir even though you have the tzorich of Simchas Yontev. Right? That's what we see over here. Now lichoire Beis Shammai are Mekel when it comes to Simchas Yontev. Beis Hillel machmir it comes to Simchas Yontev, and then therefore they tell you, don't shech. I am not going to have. I want this chicken. I want this chaya for Yontev. No, don't shech. I Simchas Yontev. I don't care. I still machmir. That's what Beis Hillel tell you. Beis Shammai tell you, no, Simchas Yontev. You have to come and to be makel, and the isel the rabbanon of coming and shechting and doing a kisui adam because Simchas Yontev. And over here we see punkt vakel. Beis Shammai tell you, do not come and take the ladder from one place to a different place because Marisain. The reasons what we saw yesterday. Because they used the Rabbanon. So it's a stira. Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Muchlefes hashita. That means you have to change the shitas in our Mishnah. And to say, the Shammai, they are makel. Yes, they come in to take the sulam. And Beis Hillel, they are machmir, the same like we said in the previous Mishnah. Why Rabbi Yochanan said that you have to change the shitas in our Mishnah? Could be. And the reason that Beis Shammai over here, could be that the Shammai makel in Kisui Adam, it's not because they are makel the kamer to do the chafira with the decker. Just it's talking about over there when there's no isel b'chlal, and that's why they are makel. Why? Says the Gemara. Dilme at kan lo yikamer Beis Shammai osam. That means in the previous Mishnah that you're allowed to come to do the chafira eloich the ike decker knows. So then you have already prepared from erev yontev. You have already the spade inside the karka. So the chafira is not a chafira. What is the problem? As we said, the only problem is the guma. The guma, it's mekalkel. If Rabbi Yehuda, that's going to be muter. Yeah. What? Avol eiche de leke deker notes. Loy, they were not matir Beis Shammai to come to do chafire, and even though offer tituach when there's no isur chafire, because it's only, as Rashi says, tzad remes chafire. Yeah, that's the lashon of Rashi. Tzad remes chafire. That means it's only the rabbanon. The same like the machmir and our Mishnah, not to come and to move the ladder because there's a chashash that people are going to think that he's going to be metayach his gagoy to fix his gutter, to fix the roof. So then they feed them. There's no heter for Isa the Rabbanon because of Simchas Yontev.
So just explain, just ask something. I just don't understand what's going on here. From what they're asking about changing around the shit to be that Beis Shammai is makel, then that means going. Then maybe that they should ask from all of Shas because in all of Shas, mainly except for the few cases which are idiots, but Beis Hillel is always been makel and Beis Shammai is always the chumrah. So what are they asking here in one particular case to change it around? You will need to ask them all of Shas.
First of all, they're not asking to change it around because Beis Shammai go always the chumrah and Beis Hillel go lekula. The Gemara says, who tells you that they are muchlefes hashita? Could be it could fit both Mishnahs could fit beautiful. The first Mishnah, what we learned over there, that Beis Shammai are makel, They are making because there is no Isser at all. It's talking about that the Decker is no Tziboid Yoim. And because the Decker is no Tziboid Yoim and Offer Tituach, so there's no Chafire. There's no Tzad Remez of Chafire as Rashi uses this Loshen. There's no Tzad Remez of Chafire. Therefore, you're allowed to come. Over here, Beishamai Machmir. You know why? Because over here, Beishamai come and tell you there is a Mari sign. People are going to think that he's coming and schlepping this ladder to fix his roof. Ve'inam, it says the Gemara. Also in Beis Hillel, there's no steer between the Mishnayos. You know why? Ad kan loy kam Beis Hillel. That means in our Mishnah they are making to come and to move the ladder from one place to the other. Because over here you see, 1 second, the person should stand another 1 minute and see where he's schlepping this ladder. He's schlepping it to fix his roof, or he's schlepping it to the Davko to come and take over there a few guys for the Sudas Yom Tov. So it's nikal, right? And that's why there's no chashash that he's going to fix his roof. Avalosam, that means even when you have a decker notes, yeah, over there, there will no matter because the chashash of maybe he will come to be, as we said before, right? He will come and do tchine. What's tchilatol of teichen? That means ktishas regovim, right? Ktishas regovim. When it's going to be over there, the soil is going to be muddy, and then he's going to have to come and to crumble the mud, and that is a melacha of teichen. A melacha of teichen, not told of teichen. So the feed them, Rabbi Yochanan did not have to come and say Muchlefes Hashita. Eloi Kasher. If you're looking for students, that means
Stevie's kasher is on Rabbi Yochanan's statement, Muchlefes Hashita. According to Rabbi Yochanan, according to Rashi's pshat in Rabbi Yochanan, Muchlefes Hashita, we're ending up with Beis Shammai throughout being le kula and Beis Hillel le chumra. That's very strange.
Yes. So the shaila is why? So the shaila should be different. And then we see in Tosfos, we see many Rishonim fragen. Who tells you Mechlefes Hashita in our Mishnah? And then we turn in Beishamai lechumre, Beisila lechumre, and Beishamai lekule. Say Mechlefes Hashita in the previous Mishnah and turn it over there to fit with always with Beishamai in Beisilel. Yeah, that's the shaila.
Okay.
Yeah. So Rabbani fragt Azoi. Rabbani understood that Stevie asked Azoi that instead of to come and to say Muchlefes Hashita in our Mishnah, right over here, that Beishamai go le, and Beisilel go lechumra. We should say fakir. Let's go back to the previous Mishnah, the first Mishnah in the Masechet, and say over there Muchlefes Hashita. Say over there that Beishamai are machmir, like always Beishamai over there class machmir, and Beisilel are meikel.
That there was a mistake, no?
Huh?
That means that there was a shibush.
There was a shibush, and you have to change the gears.
The first Mishnah was specifically listing.
Oh, very good. That's what I'm going to say. Very good. So Rabbi Eli answers a very good answer. He says the Mishnah, the previous Mishnah is definitely not. You can't change it. You know why? Because of there, as we saw in Rashi, we listed 3 different machlokesim. And what's special about these 3 machlokesim? So Rashi tells us because we mentioned even that not all of them actually directed Yom soil with comments. Rashi told us, right, that because these are the 3 machlokas and what we find over here that they learned it together that Beishamai are Meikel and Beisilel are Machmir. Yeah, okay. Yeah. This is the thing. If you're interesting over here, the Rabbeinu Tam, if you look at the wide lines of Tosfos, Vo'imer Rabbeinu Tam, Tomeani al Mai Tzichu Oilo Machone. וזכור אני בימין הרוסי ויאמם מצריכים כלל אחת או לפי משתו the sovereign the מוחלפת the ikoya shoichet it's going dafka the previous Mishnah and that's a very interesting Rabbeinu Tam over here. Okay, let's continue. We don't need that. Says the Gemara, but we knew that there's a Kabbalah as a stire in the Mishnayos that between them. Says the Gemara, Eloi Kashya. If you have a stire, you know there is a stire between the Mishnayos, and you have to come, and because of this Tira the Mishnah, you have to come and say Muchlefes Hashita, Hokashia. I'm going to ask you from a different Mishnah. This is a Mishnah we can say Mat Hashem tomorrow. It's stated in Mishnah Azoi. Bishama Yoimrim. It's a Mishnah in Daf Yud Amud Aleph, or maybe you can see it today even. Yeah. Bishama Yoimrim. Lo itoil Elohim kein ne'ana mivoid yoim. That means Azoi. Over there, it's talking about again. We're talking about the Davkot. We're talking about the Shoivach. A person shouldn't go on Yom Tov to the Davko to take the goizolos from there. Why? Because he didn't come and mezamen them before Yom Tov. That means he has to come and to designate them for Yom Tov. So come Beishamai and say, lo yitoy. Shammai come and say lo yitoy. In Yom Tov, you shouldn't take these goyzolos from the shoiva. Only if he came and if he was mezamen them for Yom Tov. By how you mezamen it? So enough to think about it. You have to go mi boid yoim and to shake it. Lenanea isam. That means nianea b'yom tov. That means you have to come and you don't have to come and chocolate like a lulav. Just by touching them is enough. That means lenanea. Yeah. Why? Because the chashash is maybe tomorrow in Yom Tov he's going to take them to shech. He's going to take them to shech, and then maybe he's going to change his mind from shechting. Kumto is that what he carried in Yom Tov shaloi letzorech. But by coming and doing the zimun u'void yoim, what helps with the zimun? By coming and doing the zimun u'void yoim, it tells you over here that by coming and touching these guys, it's called the kvius das. That's what it's called. It's that he's not going to come and regret from what he decided, and he's not going to change his mind. So bishamay, yeah, bishamay yoim lo yidol inkeni anav yoim, ubisila lo yimrim. That means he doesn't have to come to touch them, he doesn't have to shake them. It's enough to come to do as mon bepe. So let's dig more. What do we see over here? Gabe, what do we see over here? Gabe simchas yom tev v'shamay lechumre. That means over here it's a isa de rabbanon, right? And you see that the isa de rabbanon is preventing me from simchas yom tev and v'shamay going lechumre. But you have to come and shake it. Ubeisile lekule, because they say it's enough to have a zimun bepe. We can ask from the first Mishnah in our Perek, Masechet Chayavoy B'Yom Tov, right? Shammai say Yachpor B'Deker Yechase, Beitza say Lo Yachpor. What's mashma? Beitza la Machmir, Shammai Mekel. When it's coming to Simchas Yom Tov, and on this comes Rav Yochanan and says, Amar Rav Yochanan, Muchlefes Hashite. You have to change the shit and the Mishnah of Zimun Goylo Zolos. Again, we're gonna have to change where the Mishnah of Zimun Goylo Zolos, and to say that Shammai they are Mekel, and it's enough Zimun Repe, and Beitza la Machmir that you need to come and actually to shake it. And the same like they have the machloikas in the first Mishnah, legabe shechting oif and yom tov. Says the Gemara, no, the dil meloi. I'm still gonna have over here. You don't have to change the shit. That's why of Zimun, because at kan loy amre beishamai in the beginning eloi chadeike deker no. Avol the zogting more the few domedalef avoleiche the leke deker notes loy. Inami the same teretz what we said before. Inami at kan lo kamre beisile loche. That means over here legabe Zimun be. And you don't have to come and check it elokevan de muktzeu. That means what's the isur? It's only isur muktzeh because the come to take it when they are not prepared for shchit as a isur muktzeh, and therefore beoimed veoimer. That means once he says a zimu be, he comes and he says zevezani noitel shagit. That means it's enough to have a zmone in order to come to remove from it the isur muktzeh. I don't need anything extra to remove the isur muktzeh. Is enough to have a zmone. Oh, that's zmone. Why? Because by coming and saying I zevezani noitel, it turns into be muchan, right? What's the isur of muktzeh? Eino mina muchan. Once he comes and he says zevezani noitel, dos is muchan. Aval also that means where by a decker no it's loy. Basically, it will not matter to come to do the kisei adam for simchas yom tov because the chashash. What's the chashash? Tishas regovim beyom tov. And Rabbi Yochanan doesn't have to come to say over here muchlefes hashite. And the Mishnah of Zimun goes along because the Shita of Masechet Chayavoy. Says the Gemara, it must be a different one. As we explained before, they had a Kabbalah that is over here, Stire, and Rabbi Yochanan came and said Muchlefes Hashita. On what Rabbi Yochanan came and said Muchlefes Hashita? Says the Gemara, Lo Yikashye, or Kashye. If you're looking for Stire, you're going to have to come and say on this, Rabbi Yochanan, Muchlefes Hashita is the next Mishnah. And now we're going Mamish, the Mishnah goes over, noch a Mishnah, noch a Mishnah, noch a Mishnah. All of these are Mishnayos and our Perek, as we're going to see. Mishnah goes to the next Mishnah, V'Yishama Yoimrim, about Lo Yitoy, yeah, and then we're going now to the next Mishnah. This Mishnah is in Daf Yud Aleph Amud Aleph. The Mishnah is like this: V'Yishama Yoimrim, Ein Noike Sa'eli lekatzev olav basal. Ha'eli is like a chopping board. Ha'eli is a chopping board, a thick, heavy chopping board, and what they do on this chopping board, they do over there, they chop on it wheat. That's the Eli. Yeah, that's a special chopping board for wheat. Now, a person wants to come and take it in order to do over there, to chop on it meat. Can you do it or not? Meisham, I say, no, ain't no necessarily lekatzev to come to cut on it, basa, when on Yom Tov. Why? Because this is because this kli, this chopping board, is a kli shemelachtoi leisel. Kli shemelachtoi leisel, right? It's made for Ktishas Chitim. This is Ktishas Chitim is not allowed in Yom Tov. We said only Milisha ve'elach is mutar in Yom Tov. Disha is also by Yom Tov. Basically, this is made for Disha. So, Beishamai come and say, a Klisha melachta le'iso. You don't take it afilu le'tzerech gufoi, because if it is le'tzerech gufoi, I need this chopping board for cutting meat. I need to slice the meat. I need a chopping board. So it's a Klisha melachta le'iso, but I need it le'tzerech gufoi. Beishamai say, even le'tzerech gufoi, you can't do it. Why? Because it's a muktzah. And even for Simchas Yom Tov, yeah, afilu le'simchas Yom Tov, le'tzerech Simchas Yom Tov, I want to have meat for le'tzerech Simchas Yom Tov. As is Rashi. That's what Rashi explains over here. If you look at Rashi, Dibur HaMaschil Israeli, Daf Av Vekobed the Koichi B'Chitim LeTargis, Targis V'Tisti. That means when you mechalek the wheat, the kernels of the wheat, the 1 or the 2 or the 3 or the 4, how much is that's the thing, the difference. V'Melachta LeIsur. V'Kosaver B'Shamai. Also the Taltale v'Afilu leTzorech Gufa sheTzorech leGufa Kli leMelocha Muteres Ayoy. As is Rashi over here. But this is a little bit schwer because vu zet men as azach as tzorich gufo yotomenish, and therefore Toisves is not over here. Toisves is in Yud Aleph Amud Aleph. Ein noitli nesaeli. Frek Toisves v'teima tzorich legufo b'chol kli shetzorich legufo yole mekoyim afilu melachta le'eso and noitli loiso v'yom ter. Frek Toisves. This is Yud Aleph Amud Aleph. So Toisves learned that the Isser is because chisroinkis. Chisonkis, Beisilel Matir Chisonkis because Simchas Yom Tov, and Beishamai gonna come and be Machir. Okay.
Usually regarding Shabbos with Aser.
Yes. Over here is Chisoron Yom Tov because Simchas Yom Tov Chisonkis is gonna be Mutter. Yes. Because the Rashi is very schwer. Tzorich mekoyim mit lefi Beishamai. The way Rashi learns it over here, Beishamai is gonna Aser Kli shemelachta le'iso and Tzorich mekoyim. And Yom Tov, even though you have a Simchas Yom Tov. Okay.
Tosfos is asking as well. Normally, a kelim shlach al issa, like a hammer, you can use if you use it for. So therefore,
yes, that's right.
That's what Tosfos is asking. Why do you just mention legufo? But even without start legufo.
A hammer using for not is legufo.
Yeah.
That is the gufo. Ubei Silel says the Gemara. Ubei Silel matirim. Basically, matir take it to gufoi, and you're allowed to be the katzev all of basar. You're allowed to come with the slice on it, the meat. Oh, says the Gemara. Alme. What do we see from over here? Gabe simchas yom tov beishamai lechumre ubeisile lekule ureminu. We ask him Mishneh. Which Mishneh? Oh, we know already what the shaila from the beginning of the Masechet. Beishamai v'chulei. That means by the Eiliv you're gonna have to say Mukhlefes Hashita. And you have to say that over there Beishamai go and they are makel to say that yes, you're allowed to slice on it meat, and Beisilel are gonna aser and the same machlokes like that in the previous Mishnah. They're gonna have us over here.
We keep on being machlit the shit as all different Mishnah.
Yeah, because it's very good. Because like you said, because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Yeah, it doesn't fit. Because we said over there that it's talking about yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the Rashi and Tosis both say in the first Mishnah, right? If you look at Tosis of Dibur HaSisoyer, lo yishayach ochem mide, elo ma'isechat plasmi legabiyon, that risile lechumre, ubishame lekule. That's how it comes in. Yeah, that's how it comes in. Yeah. And like you said before, like I've read, yeah. Says the Gemara, no, Dil Meloi, you don't have to say over here in Mukhlefes Hashita why. I can tell you it's very different the Machloikis in the first Mishnah and the last. Why? At kan loikam beishamai also meloi chadike deker note. So there's no iso. Avalei chadike deker note. Loy, and that's what they are machmir. Ina mi at kan loikam beisilel elo deike teras kli olov, right? And it's not muktzeh. It's not a real muktzeh because it's not machmas gufoy. If it's that means also in muktzeh, as we spoke in the Akdome, there's two types, right? There is muktzeh, what's called muktzeh chomo, for example, that is machmas gufoy. I mean, this is something like a tzroirois, tzimukin, groigrois, but tzimukin are not ready, right? That is machmas gufoy. It's a strong muktzeh. Of it, the whole iso muktzeh is because kli shemelachtoi leiso. It's a shvache muktzeh, right? Kli shemelachtoi leiso. Maybe you're allowed to come and take the tzorich gufoy, right? Without any chashash. And that's why over here, Beisila Maitir. Over there is different. Says the Gemara, let's see it. Avol awesome. Over there in Kisei Adam, don't not make it the comment to do why. The chashash of toichen. What's toichen? Tishas regovim. Says the Gemara, Eloi kashe or kashe. If you have a question, I can tell you the question that means that we have to come and say Muchlefes Hashita or kashe. Steht a Mishnah later on, also Daf Yud Aleph Omed Aleph. Steht azoi. Another machlokes in the Mishnah. Bishama yoimrim. Ein noisnes oil lifnei adorson. Velo yagbienu, eno iken yesh olav kezais basar. Chat nazoi. In Yom Tov, you don't bring over there a person's shech teveima. So what he does with the skin, the oil, the hide, skinning, right? They do the skinning, they do the hefshet, what's called the hefshet, and they are mafshit from the beima, and what they come and do with it. Now, if you want to come and do the tanning, the first process is you put it by people where they walk, and people, you put over there in the entrance of the Besmedrash, Yom Tov Asach Mention Kumas of Besmedrash, is a Mokum Drisas Rabim, and they're threatening, and that is going to be that's the beginning of the tanning, yeah? It's a me'abed, it's called the thing. So Bisham, I say, do not come and put in Yom Tov this skin in front of the doyer son. That means where there's Drisas Rabim. Why? Because it looks like me'abed. The same thing also, lo yakbienu. What means lo yakbienu? Do not come and after you do the hefshet, you do the skinning, do not come and lift up the skin from the beime. Why? So it's muktzeh. So muktzeh. Only when you're allowed to come and to be makbiyah, it's not called muktzeh. Elohim yesh olav kezais bosor. If it has a kezais bosor, then it's allowed because the oil is mechuber leoichen. No, so mele is a thing. But ibud is still on it. Yeah, the tanning, the ibud is still. Ubeisil matirim. Beisil matir to come and to put the skin in front of the doyoson, in front of people, and they should come and step it, and they come to lift it up to be makbiyah. Also, when it has no kezais bosor, why? Simchas Yom Tov. What's the chat of Simchas Yom Tov? So this we spoke on Yom Tov itself, on Rosh Hashanah we spoke about it. Because if we're not going to be makbiyah to him, to come and to lishateach, come and to leave it open, right? To come and to leave it open, or to be makbiyah, the person is not going to shech. He says, what's going to happen? I'm going to shech the beimah for Yom Tov, and I'm losing the hide. I want to turn it into parchment. I'm going to use it. Once I lose it over there, I'm going to leave it for 24 hours. I'm going to lose it. So that's why we come here a matter because of Simchas Yom Tov. What do we see? Beisilel, because the svar of Simchas Yom Tov, we are makel to come and to do all kinds of things. Beisilel makel. Beisham, I say no. Even when you have Simchas Yom Tov, you're not allowed to do because it looks like me'abed. Looks like the melacha of tanning. Says the Gemara, Alme, Gabi Simchas Yom Tov Beishamai Lechuma Beisilel Lekule. Oreminu from what? From our Mishnah. Ashrechet Chayavoi Beyom Tov Vechulei. So it's mashma but that Beisilel Amachmir and Beishamai Yomekel. Omar Rabbi Yochanan, Muchlefes Hashita. The Mishnah of Drisas oil, Beisilel are gonna aser and Beisilel Shamai gonna matir like the machlokes in the beginning of the Masechet. Says the Gemara, Mimai. Why you have to come to say Muchlefes Hashita? Maybe you don't have to change it. Why? Din Meloy is not the same type of machlokes. At kan loy kam be shamay also malege de deker notes. Avalege de leke deker notes loy. No we have to be machmir because me'abed of that there's no isur at all because it's a deker notes. Let's talk about opotituas and there's no also the isur of tishas regovim. Inami at kan loy kam be silal over here. Be silal actually came from makel. You know why? By a drise and picking up the hide. Why? Because elo the chozi le mizgale that means like this skin is still roy. What's roy for? When you come and spread it out, you still could come and lie on it. You could lean on it. And it doesn't look like definitely you're doing it over there for ibud, for coming and doing the tanning. That is called the melocha of me'abed. That's nicht raya. It's not 100% that he's doing it for the melocha of me'abed. It's not 100% that he's doing it for the melocha of me'abed. And that's why Beisilel will make over here to come and Makbiyoi and Shoitchoi, right? Why? For Tzorech Yom Tov, because if not, you're not going to think. And over here, on this over here, the Motche, what we mentioned on Yom Tov, we can mention it again. Aval Hossam Loy, they're not. Over here is the Motche and Tofresh Nun Zayin. The Motche says a very interesting the Chiddush, what we mentioned, on Yom Tov about the Machzorim, right? That Huh? Yeah. So aber מה שהתירו לטלטל. כן, אוי פיה. He says also later on. תזוי, מה שהתירו לטלטל נויצו של אויפוס, לאחר שהסירו אויסום באויף. You come and you pick the feathers. He says you're allowed to do it after Shechita. Why? Because the Makor is over here. Makor is over here, and as I pass it, the Ramo passed it. The Ramo passed it. La Aloche in Tov Tzadik Tes that you're allowed to come and to pick out the noitzos from the chicken on Yom Tov. Yeah. Well, the shaila is the Prichodesh effect. What's the svor of it? The Gemara says because Chozile Mizgali. Lean on it, you can do. Over by notice is Chozile Mizgali. No. Okay. Says the Gemara, Elo Yikashe. We said that Rabbi Yochanan says Muflet Hashita was B. Elo Yikashe or Kashe. State the next Mishnah. What's the next Mishnah after the Yudalef Omid Aleph? Yudalef Omid Beis. State the Mishnah. Bisham Ayoimrim. Ein Mesalkines Atrisin Beyom Tev Ubeisil Matirin Ve'imen Af Leachzir. That means Azoy. Trisin, there are certain doors or windows, the doors of the windows that they have in front of the shop. The shopkeeper, he opens up the shop, so he opens up the door, like the window, and he has like a big platform, right? Like a big daf, it's called. And on that, he puts all his, Now, this is not mechubel akarka. Yeah, it's not mechubel akarka. This is like that. He just takes it and he puts it in front of him in the morning when he wakes up, and he spreads out all the items. He puts it out on this thing. So, Shammai come and say, no, you cannot come and remove these trisim on Yom Tov. They come, why? Because this person, he's cooking now for Yom Tov, and he's missing a tavlin, a spice. He's missing over there salt. Yeah, a tavlin. So he goes to the shopkeeper, his neighbor. He tells him, I know Yom Tov you don't work, but please just open up for me the shop. I'm going to pay after Yom Tov. Open up for the shop. I'm just going to take over there the salt, and that's it, because I need it for Simchas Yom Tov. I have to cook. I have to cook for Yom Tov. So Beishamai come and say, you don't do it. Why? Because the Chenvoni, this shopkeeper, when he goes into the shop, how he's going to get in, how he's going to take it, he has to be Mesalek is a trisim, this trisim, right? Even though these trisim, because they are not mechubel akarka, as we said, there's no isur stirem binyan minatoira. Chachomim came and done a because trisim that have a isur, right? As we learn, you can see it later on in the Yudalef from the base. But this is only a gzeira de rabbanon. And afilu what Beishamai come and say? No. Beis Hillel say yes, it's mutar to come and take it. Why? Because Simchas Yom Tov. Even though that if we're not going to come and let them to take it, he's not going to come and open Beis Hillel matir because Simchas Yom Tov. So what do we see? Beis Hillel matir because Simchas Yom Tov, and Beishamai not. Alme gam Simchas Yom Tov Beishamai lechumra Beis Hillel lekule. Ore minu asher chayvoy Yom Tov vechulei. And for the Gemara, no. Awesome. The decker notes. Avaleke decker notes. That is going to be awesome. Aval Beis Hillel. Says Elo Beis Hillel kasher. Why? Because over here, what Beis Hillel were matir? Beis Hillel were matir the trisim because Simchas Yom Tov, right? They say you're allowed to come and to open up these trisim, even though it's a derabbanon. It's a derabbanon because Simchas Yom Tov. So why Beis Hillel came and said you're not allowed to come and to do a chafira and to do kisei adam in Yom Tov? Why not? Because it is doime to what you might come to ktishas regovim. What's the difference? And on this comes Rav Yochanan and said, the Mishnah of Trisim, Beis Hillel, they aser to come and to be Mesalek because the Gzera de Rabbanon. And even though it's the Gzera de Rabbanon, and even there's a Simchas Yom Tov, the Simchas Yom Tov is not Doicha de Yisod de Rabbanon. And over here, also, it's the same, like the same Mishnah, like what Beis Hillel say, that in the Simchas Yom Tov, it's not Doicha Yisod de Rabbanon of Ktishas Regovim. Says the Gemara, Dil Meloi. Why? Ad kan lo yikamu Beis Hillel locher to come to be matir elo mishum dein binyan bekelim vein stira bekelim. Aval osam loy, they will not make it. Why? Because there's a chashash of tishas regovim. Tishas regovim is a iso minha toilen. That's why maybe they're not coming and paskening like that. And that's why what comes says, well, we don't have on what to fit the machloikas. What Rabbi Yochanan came and said, Mukhlefes Ashita, we don't have on what to fit it. So Lemaisa. This is over here Rif. The Rif Paskins over here, after all of this Shakra Vitalia, what we had over here, the Rif Paskins, these Mishnayos without changing the Shita. All of these Mishnayos, right? We learned over here about 3 different Mishnayos, all of them without Mukhlefes Ashita. The Balamoil over here, the Rashbo, the Rosh, the Simetes, many Rishonim Fragen. In our Sugya, we asked, and that it's Mukhlefes Ashita. And one of them you do have to change. Right? One of them you do have to change. Which one?
So we finished off below here. Throughout, we do not have to change anything.
Yeah, but which one? No. So, but we know that Rabbi Yochanan says Mukhlefes Hashita. We have a svara to say each and one of them you can say. But one of them you have to say Mukhlefes Hashita. So you can't come and say that all of them we don't say Mukhlefes Hashita.
You can't say that?
Oh, so what the Benny says, that's the teretz. That's the teretz what actually the Rosh, the Balamor, they all say that the Rif passing Nazoi because, yes, because, and they being over here, the Rabbi Yosef, they being one of the Rishonim, that we don't change both the Shittas because Beis Shammai fits with the teretz of the Gemara. That's what, as we said the whole time, if Beis Shammai, Ike Decker notes over there's a Decker notes. There's no problem at all. Yeah, that's the same time the whole time. Beis Shammai and Mekel and Kisei Adam because Ike Decker notes, and this is going to fit with all of them. But the Ramban and Milchames is goyres in the maskon of the Gemara that yes, there's the Chiyah and also the Mishnah. He comes and he says the Mishnah of Trisim. You're gonna have to say the Mukhlefes Hashita. Also the Ramban comes and says, yeah, okay. Yes. Also Toises over here. Toises has a very varichas. If you look at Toises, Dima Maskil, Omar Rabbi Yochanan, Mukhlefes Hashita. Okay, we're gonna continue. Zog the Mishnah. Yeah, it's good to see that Toises. Zog the Mishnah. Beis Shammai Yoimrim. So this already we know this Mishnah. Lo yitoil, right? What's talking about over there? Lo yitoil. A person comes to take goyzolos from the shoivach in Yom Tov, right? So you shouldn't come and take it, right? Ela ikei ni'ana be'me'oid yoim. U'mesila lo yimrim oimed ve'oimer ze v'ze ani noiter. Says Rashi. Oimed ve'oimer mi be'oid yoim. Now what's talking about over here? So over here we have to understand that Azoy. Beis Shammai come and say a person shouldn't come and take on Yom Tov from the shoivach goyzolos. Which goyzolos? Goyzolos that were not there from Erev Yom Tov. What's called Goyzolos Bal. Goyzolos Bal, they come to this Tavko, they come from the fields, yeah? They don't come from they're not coming from the, what's called Yoinei Bais. Yoinei Bais. That means Rashi, not over here, Rashi later on in the Chavdalet Omed Aleph, Rashi explains over there, Dibor Aschil Yoinei. Dr. Rashi Azoy. That there is 2 types of Yoinei Shoivach and Yoinei Aliyah. Yoinei Habal, Hein, the Shotin, Va'oichlin Bachutz. I'm reading from Rashi, Daf Chavdalet Omed Aleph. That means as well.
Domestic and wild. Domestic and wild.
Domestic, domestic, yeah. Domestic and wild, yeah. So Rashi comes and explains over there, and Daf Chavdalet, we can explain the Mishnah Lefi Rashi over there, because Rashi over there doesn't say what in our Mishnah, that because they are Muktzeh, and they are not Muchon, right? Shchita and Yom Tov, it's not going to be good, only if he came and he was Mananeh. That's what Rashi comes and explains later on in Daf Chavdalet Omed Aleph. Yoinei Shoivach are the ones that are living, as Rabbi Tzok said, domestic. And they live over there, they live in Batim and Chatzeiros. There's no Isur Tzedeh, even when they are big. Why? Because the Isur is only in Yoinei Bal. That's what Rashi understands. The wild animals, wild pigeons. Toises learned nicht to say why, because this Toises we saw already before. And Toises and Dibur Maschil ein moilichin asulam in Daf Tes Amud Aleph. Toises says, "Take me afilu echin when mikol makom isbo shum tzedek and amri lekamon hatzad yoinei shoivach chayev." That means Toises understands that even by yoinei shoivach there is also an isur of tzedek, so we don't have to come to explain our Mishnah by yoinei bal. We can come and say it's talking about yoinei shoivach. And as I attack the Rosh and the Magid Mishnah and Ilchos Yom Tov Perek Beis Aloha Hey, he brings both of the shittas and he comes and explains it. And the Shulchan Aruch passes like Toises that Ktanim, as Tosis says over there, right? Ktanim Tosis called them Ktanim Sheloi Porchu. That means Ktanim that could not come and fly yet, then there's no issue of Tzeidah. The big ones, there is going to be an issue of Tzeidah, yeah. Yes, okay. Now, over here is going to be a problem. Lefi Beis Shammai is going to be a problem of Muktzeh. And fits very good with what we learned in Tosis of Beis Samad Aleph, right? If we go to Tosis of Beis Samad Aleph and Diva Maschil Dilme, you remember over there, Tosis says Dilme Beis Shammai Lesto Muktzeh. So why Beis Shammai come and say over here, you're not allowed to come and to take why you're not allowed to come and to take over here these birds? These birds are Muktzeh. Don't mean Amuchan. Over Vazak Tosis says that even Beis Shammai Islo Muktzeh the Ktani, Lo Yidoyle Lo Yikein Yanei Boid Yoim. I'm reading out from Tosis of Beis Samad Aleph. Shloimar, the Muktzeh the Balichaim Chomil Tfei, Muktzeh beYoser. It means also Lefi Rab Shimon. And that the Beis Shammai passing like Rab Shimon, Lefi Rab Nachman, yeah, we said the Shat of Rab Nachman in the Mishnah. That Beis Shammai passing like Rab Shimon. That less no Muktzeh, but less no Muktzeh. There's Muktzeh legamrei, or Muktzeh Chomor, also Beis Shammai are masking. And one of the rises from our Mishnah, because over here Beis Shammai coming saying that the problem of these birds is only because he didn't come and didn't do Azmoneh. What's the problem with Azmoneh? Muktzeh. There is Muktzeh. Must be that Muktzeh Chaim is Bali Chaim is Chomor and also Beis Shammai are masking. Look at the Gemara.
Sorry, why are you only on birds then? For what we're saying now about that you need to designate something. Why is it just these little small birds about you might cuss on them? It doesn't matter. Any animal which you haven't gone feed Beis Shammai before Yom Tov, one animal which you want to shecht on Yom Tov, you should go and touch it or do something with it. It doesn't matter whether it's a small animal because otherwise it's muktzeh. Because you haven't had the proper das on it unless you would touch it.
If you didn't have das, you're right. Yes, you're right. No, but over there they can fly. And Yoinei Bar, that's what you explained. Over there, Stama Be'ema, when a person has a cow, he already planned the shechter for Yom Tov.
Okay, he plans, but he should.
If it comes over here a new cow on Yom Tov, it's gonna be a problem. We can see it later in the Gemara. Yes.
Oh, it is.
But he doesn't have to have in mind on a car in his place.
No, that's pashas.
All of them are muchen. All of them are muchen.
Yeah. Oimel l'shchita. Over here, Yoinei Bar. The Rashi is very geschmack because Yoinei Bar not, and the is because they can fly away, and that's why. A cow cannot fly away. Chofa nicht. Omar Rav Chonon Marami. Machloikes. Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel machloikes only bebreicha rishono. That means that's right. Let's keep a track a little bit now. If we learn kinim, this is much easier. As we know, kinim, there's lots of brechas. However, there's only one brecha. What means brecha? That means the way the birds they work every month they give birth. Every month, and zug, couple of yoinim, they're called a brecha. Okay, that's what they're called. They're called a brecha. So when we come and saying over here, brecha rishono, that means this is the talk about the first couple. The first couple. Now, let's understand how it works. It works as like the way the yoinim, the pigeons, the doves, the way it works. So every month, the zug, what's called the brecha, they come and they give birth. But they stop to come and to give birth from what's called Tkufas Teves till Tkufas Nisan. In the winter, they take a break. In the winter, what's called Tkufas Teves till Tkufas Nisan. Now, Tkufas Nisan begins another season of Hoylada. Yeah, a new thing. Now, but the people that own the dafkots, yeah, what's called the Bali Shoivchim, yeah, they would always come and leave the first couple, how it's called, the brecha rishona of the previous season, right? And they will always live the first. Now, Chodesh Nisan, yeah, Tkufas Nisan starts now a new season of giving birth. They leave over there the first one, yeah, the first one that was the brecha rishona that was over there in the beginning of the season. They leave it over there and they don't take it. Why? Because they want that the shoivach should actually be a house for the ones that are giving birth, were born, yeah? Now, and because the first couple are there, so Mele, the ones that are born are always going to stay with them. They see, oh, we have a big family over here. They're always They want to be mechabev. They want to come and make sure that they all stay in the davkot, and that's why they leave over there the brecha rishona over there. Okay, that's the talking about brecha rishona. Now let's see the Gemara Nochamol. Omar Rav Chanon Baram. Machloikes bebrecha rishona. The Beishamai Savre gazrinan dil me'osel amlucha. Beishilen Savre loy gazrinan. That means that's right. Beishamai come and say yes, you have to come to be menanea, as we said, to touch in his hand. Zimun bepe is not good enough to remove the Yisrael Mukta. Why? Because the Gzeira and Brecha Rishona is only because maybe he's going to come and he's going to change his mind. And after he takes them to Shech, he's going to say, oh, wait, I don't want to Shecht it. I want to keep this Brecha Rishona to make sure that all of the other birds that will come, the other chicks are going to come, they are going to like this place. They're going to feel like they have with their family. So he goes and he puts it back in the Davko. And Kumto is at what? He came and he carried in Yom Tov Shaloi Letzoirech. He carried Shaloi Letzoirech. Now, what's the reason that we are so concerned that he's going to come and change his mind? Because he prefers to keep the Brecha Rishona in the Shoivach. Why? Because he wants to come and encourage the other birds to give birth, and that's why he has to come in order to be mezamen, to make sure that I'm going to shecht. Yeah, even if it's a brecha rishona, I'm going to shecht it. He has to be menanea, because then it's, as we said in the Mishnah, it's a gmius das, gmius das, whatever we call it, to come to take it, and we are not choishes that he's going to change his mind. Even if it's a brecha rishona, and there's a chashash he's going to change his mind, it's enough achone bepeh, enough to come and to be mezamen bepeh. Avol, bebrecha shniya, for sure there's no chashash. Divrei HaKoil, be'oimed ve'oimer ze v'ze ani noitel sage, is enough over there to come and to have achona bepeh. Ubeis Hillel, fragt die Gemara azoi, lo moli lemeimar ze v'ze ani noitel. Why have to come and say this and this? He says, I'm giving them names. So he says, I'm taking these two pigeons. The one that was called the Chveis, give them names. I don't know what name they give chickens, but pigeons, yeah, okay. So why has to come and say Zevezet, to come to focus on two? You should come and say Mikan ani noitel amacho. From this shoivach I'm going to collect tomorrow, right? And when tomorrow he comes and he takes these doves, kumto is at what? Huvra dovel mafreya, that he meant to take these two that he was mezamen. So we're going now into the sugya of breira. That's right. Now we come to the sugya of breira. Says the Gemara Leime, lefi beisiled, you don't have to come and say Zevezani noitel. Just say Mikan ani noitel amacho. That means I'm taking him this davkot. And once he goes to the davkot, then he's picking two out of the davkot. These, the ones that he picked, he actually was mezamen. Says the Gemara, if you're going to tell me that what they out from breire, and even in a din de rabbanon, because there is a din de rabbanon. And at the fee, we're going to come and say that what? You say in breire, so it's not that actually these guys always you wanted to be mezamen. And that's why we came and said, no, you have to say zevezani noitel. You have to say zevezani noitel. Says the Gemara, you can't say so. Why? Because we find a din of tumas oil. Let's give a small akdome to understand what's talking about over here. A small akdome. We're going to need even a big akdome because we're not in these noisim with tumas betal. We find there's a din what's called tumas oil. Tumas oil. Now there is tumas oil min ha-Torah and there's tumas oil min derabanan. In tumas oil min derabanan, we find that Beis Hillel say there is breira. Right? Beishamai say that en breira, and that's why in brecha shniya he has to say what would this here. So let's start with tumas oil min ha-Torah. Tumas oil min ha-Torah is a tumah that's metame the mess. Anything that's under this, right? Oil, anything that's under the same oil is metame tumas mess. And this is a Mishnah Masechet Oles. We learned over there that it's chal the tumah also all of the kelim that are under the mashkoif of the Pesach Habayis, right? You have a house. Now in the house there's a mess. Now there's over there a door. Now the mashkoif is actually outside because the doors are closed. The mashkoif is the, how you call it, the door? The frame. The door frame is actually outside. The door frame is outside, not inside. You close the doors, the door frame is outside. It's still going to be tummy under this mashkoif, on the door frame. Why? This is called soif tume lotzis. Okay? This is anaya musig. It's a big sugya. Soif tume lotzis. No, it doesn't do that you can open. So you mashkoif, what you're in the future, you're gonna take out from there the mess. It's gonna be tome because this halacha is called soif tumelotis. Yeah. Sorry. Lichoyre, yes. Yeah. So and because and what's the reason now? So Bemis says Rebelli says what's the reason of soif tumelotis? It's metam anything that's in the Pesach. So the Rosh and the Rash Mishans and Oles, it's a Mishnah and Oles, Perek Zayin Mishnah Gimel. They explain because soifalotis and one of the psochim, all of them are considered keilu it's open. The Ramah brings down halacha in Yeredein Shin and Aleph. He says keilu roin keilu it's already out. Keilu it's out already. Yeah. Okay. What's the gather of this tumah? I don't want to go too much into this, but there's a Rabbi Akiva Eiger, very interesting Rabbi Akiva Eiger. Rabbi Akiva Eiger in Tinyone, Shuvas and Tinyone, Siman Yudches, he says, we're not mashif keinu, the tumah is everywhere. Right? Everywhere where it's going to go out. Just what? Because we say, soifalotes, it's going to go out from a petach, so we are mashif it keinu, it's already open. And everything is under the same oil, and it's and that's why it's going to be Tomei. It depends on the machlokes rishonim. If Shar or Ir, there's also a chashash of soif tumelotis, even though the avir is mafsik between it to the Shar that's going on to be mokrit to be matir. The lechoyer depends. Also, I had once an interesting shaila about it. Someone came to ask me. Reb Sholem, no. Lives in the Grove, I forgot his name. Yeah, Sholem Feiner asked me the shaila about what's going to be an Eagle Lodge. You have one shar. If there's a mess inside, says soif tumelotis from that gate. Eagle Lodge. Depends on this of a kivega. She and Ayanale. Depends on the. Okay, that's a radvaz and tofa involved. Very interesting. So you kidai to see if you want to look into it. There's a Rambam and Pirush HaMishnah and Oles over there in Perek Zayin Mishnah Gimel. There's a radvaz in tofa in Zayin. There's Tumas Adeshan and Simon Chov Daled. There's a very interesting sugi over there. Shar Oir they're talking about over there. Shar Oir. So thing. Kedeshaikev and Gitin and Simon Yutes being so the smallest also. Okay, we're gonna have to do it a little bit shorter, but okay, let's continue. So we have over there, yeah, soif tumelotes. Now, soif tumelotes is the choire is a tume de rabbono or tume de iraisa. This is soif tumelotes. The gather of soif tumelotes is it the iso de rabbono or iso de iraisa? So Rashi over here comes and says that's iso de rabbono. Chachomim or goizer tume on a place that derech yetzias hametamim. Over there, you're going to come and take out the tome. And as I state in the Rashi and Oles, that this is a din de rabbonon. The Shidduch Kubetz is later on in Daf Lamed Ches. He learns that what that's metame aloche leMoshe Misinai. And this is a big nafkamina, as Rabbi said before. It's aloche leMoshe Misinai or not. And as there is mashma echet in Rashi and Eirovin and Daf Samach Ches Amud Aleph, it's aloche leMoshe Misinai. And once we know that there is what we call soif tumelotes. What if the door was open? The Pesach was open. So all the kelim that were under this door frame, it's going to be Tomei Min HaTorah, right? Tumas oil, because the mashkoif, the door frame, is considered as a continuation of the oil. I have the oil, it's continuing the oil, right? And so, just what? The halacha of soif tumelotes is also only telling us when it's actually closed. The kelim are under the door frame, but the doors are closed. Now, what's going to be the deal? Now, if it's one door, definitely it's going to be Tomei. What if the house over here had number of doors? What's going to be the din? All of them are going to be Tomei. Why? Because each and one of the doors, you might come and take out the mess. What if the mess died, and then they decided we are taking out the mess, the dead body, we're going to take it out from the left door. So you came and you designated. You said, I'm going. You meyayid, you mezamen. Yeah, let's call it an hour lashon of the Gemara. You mezamen one of the psochim to come and to take out the mess tafke there. So all of the rest of the doors, if they are closed, what's going to be the din? Anything what's under the doorstep, under the door frame, the mashkoif is not tomei. Yeah, if they're closed, yeah, they're not tomei shum oil. If they're open, the oil is also under them. Yeah. If they did not come and designate one of the psochim, right, to come and take out the mess from there, what's going to be the din? Now, what if, yeah, all of the doors are closed. All of the doors are closed. One door, there's 10 doors. One of the doors are closed. All of the doors are closed. One of the doors are open. What's going to be doing? So we're not metame all of the ones that are closed. Just what? We say that the one that's open, right, they become tumas oil anyway because it's open. And because it's open, so it's nechshav. This is the designated already yitzia, and it's gonna come, and we're gonna definitely take out the mess then, and that's why the tumah is not chal anything that's under the other mashkef. Okay, I think this should be enough. Just understanding the sugya. Let's continue. Ve'otnan. We learned the Masechet Oles, as we said, Perek Zayin Mishnah Gimel. We learned Zayin. Hames babais. Veloi, the bais has many psochim. Psochim harbe. Now, kulon to main, all of them are open, or all of them are closed. Yeah, it doesn't matter. All of them are going to be tomei. All of them are going to be tomei. Why? Because we don't know in which Pesach is going to take it out. And each and one of the psochim, there's a possibility is going to go out, and then that's why it's tomei bevadai. All of the ones are open. Now, what if niftach echod meyan? After the mess died, yeah, one of them opened. Who tomei? That means this Pesach was open. He's tomei. That means anything what's underneath. Over vekulon, all of the rest of the psochim that they are closed. Toirin. Why? Because the open Pesach, he is the Pesach that's going to be the Pesach that's going to have over there. Before open, the items over there. All of them will be tomei.
Will I'm afraid they will become tahor?
Oh. So this is a very good question. How it's going to tell them afreya? So Rashi over explained that we don't know which Pesach you're going to take it out. So all tomei. And Rabbi Kveiger proves it from the Rash and the Rosh and all is that the din of Tumas, we say that all of the Kelim are going to be over there, Tumah, is Tumas Vadai. But therefore, Rabbi Kveiger, the Shaila, what Rabbi Tzchok asked, why you shouldn't be Machshiv like a Sofek Tumah, right? Because you're going to be Metared Lemafreya. When you're going to be Metared, where to take it out from, and even you're going to say Ein Breira. The whole Tumah is because Sofek, maybe you're going to take it out from this Pesach, and maybe you can take it from this Pesach. Why you shouldn't be misbated the Canaan, the Petach, and the Roy Psochim Toirim? You have a Sofek. So it's only Misofek, right? Because you're going to retire at the Mafreya, that means the second, let's say we have 10 doors over here. All of them are atomic. All of them are closed. The mess dies. All of them are atomic because we don't know which one you're going to take out. One of them is open. All of them are toil and lemafreya. So all of them, why are tomei levadai? Why are they going to be tomei levadai? All the kelim that's under the door frame. They are. It's only misofek should be. And if it's because of sofek, should be metad because roiv. Even roiv. Or sofek the rice by roiv we pass in the day. Mooi ridike shaila. I'm mooi ridike shaila with Kveiger. It's all chiyuv. But this is a. So there is a sefer what's called the Tzemach David. We mention him many times. We mention him is Mikdash David. Mikdash David, David Rappaport. He has a sefer. He's a Einiker of Kveiger and the Goen, and he has a sefer. It's called Tzemach David. And in Tzemach David, the fan for the big yesod of the Chavas Das. It's a yesod already from the Mordche. That when we say bitul beroiv is only when the suffix was noilad betzricha ta'aroives. Right? That means you have over there a ta'aroives, and you have over there a suffix that fell in. Now, a piece of meat, nevela, fell into kosher pot. So now, when does we soil the suffix? After al yedei the ta'aroives, right? Now you have a suffix that's noilad al yedei ta'aroives. Now el bitul beroiv. Why? Because he himself is not a suffix. He himself is not a suffix. Over here, every Pesach, there's a suffix on the Pesach. Is the message going to go through this Pesach or not? And then I go to the next Pesach. Is the message going to go through this Pesach or not? I don't know. Each one has a suffix. Over there, there's no bitul beroiv. Kveiger halt nicht das so, aber Kveiger, there's a different tshuva in Tinyona and Kuflam and Beis of Kveiger halt nicht das so. But yeah, the Mordche says that legabe the dam of famous Mordche in Yevomis, legabe Yevoma, she has to come to spit. right? It has to be roik and not dam. If she spat dam, we say it's not. Why don't say beetle beroik? A drop of dam and a lot of roik. Why? Because it was not a suffix. It was Yisrael. It came out as a suffix, and that is not beetle beroik. There's a Shariyoy Sherosol Shar Gimel Reb Shimon Shkop Shar Gimel Perechov Beis. He said that it's not mistaber to be metame all of the psochim mitoras vada. It's like a tchilon mitoras suffix. Okay, but yeah. So I think. Okay, we're gonna maybe think. Let's just finish this raya. Says the Gemara. Oh, what if? Yeah, niftach eromeyen hu tomei vekulon teoirin. All of them are gonna be toil. Yeah, because the suffix. Now, the keli that we put under the other psochim, right after you opened up the Pesach, this one is gonna be toil because now we have already designated. Now says the Mishnah Vayter, choshav lo yitzeh be'echadem. If all of the doors are closed. And he has in his machshovet to come and take it out from one of them. Oy b'chaloin sheyesh bo yarbo al arbo. Chaloin that has arbo al arbo. What's going to be the din? What's going to be the din? Matzeles al kol hapsochim kulom. Can't be matzil all of them from tumas psochim. Keilu this Pesach, right? Is for the oitzas hames. Now, lefi what the Gemara assume now is a machloikes b'sham and b'silel. What's the din of these kelim that were on the rest of the psochim? Because what was in between Shas Misha, the Shas Miseh, to when he decided to take out the mess, right? Bishama Yoimrim, this is Machloket. Bishama Yoimrim, what's going to be the din? That was this tire scaling that was in the rest of the closed thing. What's the Tnai Azoi? Vehu shechoshav lo yitzei ad shelo yomus hames. That means if he had before the mess, he's about to die. He already had in mind that he's going to take out the mess through there, then it's going to help. Even though he thought on this Pesach only when so then it's going to be now. The people the Gemara now assumes that the Machloikes Bisham and Beisilel is in Breire, right? In Breire, Beisilel lechoire come and says that what Mishayomus Hames we still say Breire. So what do we see over here? That Beisilel come and say there is Breire. So how can you tell you that Beisilel say there's no Breire? We see that Beisilel alter is Breire, and for the Gemara or Omar Alo. Omar Rabbe, that there's no machloikes by Bisham Beisilel and Dim Breire. Just what? Well, machloikes Bisham Beisilel is letayres apsochim mikanu leabo. Mean lekatay. Lefi Beisilel, from when he decided on a certain Pesach to take it out, all of the psochim became toil. Lefi Beishamai, once they became tomei, that's it. Stays in the tumeh. Achein Omar Rabbe Yishye, letayres apsochim mikanu leabo. Explains the Gemara. Mikanu leabo in. That means even lefi Beisilel, and that's why also over here in Yoinei Shoivach is always we didn't come in. We're not going to come and say the din of Breire. Says the Gemara. Rav Omar lo ilom lemafreya. Over there Beisilel also metayr lemafreya. Why? Because lefi Beisilel there is Breire. Over here they go Zolois. Hainu time. Why do Beisilel don't say mecham Breire to say mikana inoite? Why to say zevazeh? Maybe he's going to take one goisel and he's going to actually carry it. Beshovik, and then he's going to leave it, right? And then he's going to, and then again, metaltel, he's going to take a different goisel. Beshovik is going to leave it, right? Something that's muktzeh, that's not roi, because he was never come and he never done the hazmon on it. If you're telling me that what is a chashash that maybe he's going to come and take it and then put it down, so even by Zevez Ani Noitel should be choishesh. And for the Gemara Anemile Merev Yontev, that what? That he doesn't have to counter check it, right? He says Zevez Ani Noitel. And he knows that what? He's allowed to come and take these birds that what he designated and not other ones that is muktzeh. And that's why there's no chashash that what is going to come with him and mashmesh and then he's going to change them. Ober, Avol, what is going to be the din if, says the Gemara, Avol, of Yudam and Beis. Avol beyom tev, Yom Tev itself, right? To come and say Mikana Inoitel. Also, why? Because you cannot come and rely on the din of Breire. Why? Because the Zim in the Mishtak Cheshmenim, sometimes, he's going to find that the ones that he took now in the hands are actually big and fat. And Choshim. And Lemaise, he wanted to have the fat one, Choshim, and he finds them Shmeini. That means Azoy. The person Erev Yontev, which birds he wants to shech? He wants to shech the Shmeinim, the good ones. Lemaise, he comes and he takes it, and he sees that what? They are not, so he's going to put them back. Inami, Zin in the Mishtach, Kulu Khushim. That means he's not going to come and he's going to be disappointed. He says, what? I'm not going to shecht away Chushim. I'm going to wait for a few days. They're going to put on weight and then they're going to shecht them. But if he knows already from Erev Yontev that he cannot come and take Shmeinim only for what he was Mezameh Mepeh, but there's no disappointment, he knows what he's getting, and he's going to get also the Kushin, and there's no Chashash that he's going to come and carry and put them back, and he's not going to be Mevatel from Simchas Yom Tov. Okay, we're going to stop over here. We're going to stop over here, Mat Hashem. And Moti Shabbos, yeah? When 9:15. Moti Shabbos and Mat Hashem, we're going to continue the Shir. We're going to see what time we're going to do on the group, yeah? Okay, fine. Well, okay, I'm leaving now.
That's fine. Difficult. Rashi b'Shamai. Stam tesvore. Nanea. She says Chaisale. Is Chaisale if he doesn't touch it? When he touches, it's no Chaisale. Stam tesvore itself. The basic svore.
So Pashtas, yeah. So the reason of Beishamai, I can explain it. If he Beishamai, as we said over here, it doesn't help us. Just what we need the Ni'anua, right? And we saw in the Gemara that Beishamai is talking about over here, Brecho Rishoina, because why? Because there's a chashash of leimluche. So what do we see over here? That if he's going to come and change his mind, it's also.
Yeah.
So Rashi in the beginning of Daf Yud, what Rashi says, right? That the reason is because Rashi says, Dilme mamlich, I'm reading from Rashi, Dilme mamlich, botlo, right? Beishtakach de tiltolo bichdi, the kevan, the mamlich, botlo le hazmon le mafreya. Ad kan edosh Rashi. The choire, like Rabbi Tzok, a good shaila, what's the reason that this is tiltul muktzeh? He already designated them. It's all muktzeh.
Yeah, but not muktzeh, but what's a chaisale? The chaisale, that's what. To me, to understand, if he touches it, he won't chaisale. But if he doesn't touch it, it's chaisale.
So that's what Rashi says. If it's mimlich, botlo az monosel mafreya.
Yeah, this understand. Botlo az monosel mafreya. But what's the chaisale? It's a psychological thing. It's a psychological.
Yes, it's a kvius das. It's a gmius das. That's a pshat. Yeah.
So it's not chaisale so much. It's not chaisale. It's not. Yeah.
What is the actual issue of touching an animal on Yom Tov for Shabbos? Why is it also to touch an animal?
If it's designated, there's no problem because you're using it for shchita. Some animal is going to be a problem.
No, Stam, I'm asking. What is wrong with going to stroke an animal, to stroke a dog, or stroke an animal, touch an animal on Yom Tov for Shabbos? What is the issue to touch it?
We're gonna see later on in the Gemara that the Baal Chai is muktzeh.
Because I will see later.
Baal Chai is muktzeh. Baal Chai itself is muktzeh. Of a horse because you might come and ride on it. Yeah, all kinds of things. Yeah.
Yeah, but a dog, you aren't going to ride on the dog or a cat, are you? You're not going to ride on it.
So Baal Chai Stam is muktzeh.
Yeah, but that's what I'm asking. Why is it muktzeh?
But you can see here they can designate. You can see here you can designate. So if somebody designates a dog, why should it be muktzeh?
No, I'm talking about even without designating him, just a cat. You want to stroke a cat or something? What's wrong? What is it exactly?
What is anything that's not meyued for something as muktzeh? I mean, what shouldn't be muktzeh? Explain me why it shouldn't be muktzeh.
I don't have a pet, but let's say that anyone happens to have a pet and they like to play with their cat or their dog, whatever they want to touch or play with it. Why is it muktzeh? That's what I'm asking. I don't just ask.
So could be then it's going to be mutar. That's the.
Oh, the question is here. No, the question is when you designate here, is it because you're allowed to be shoichet that's mutar, or the designation itself takes away the muktzeh? If the designation itself takes the muktzeh away, so somebody's got a pet, you could be designating it to play around with it on Yom Tov.
So
it's mashma here that if you really think of it, it's always muktzeh. But is it because you can shecht it, or even without shechting it? Just a designation, it's two parts to it. Because they are designating, maybe it's not muktzeh. So the for that will help on a pet as well.
Yeah. Yeah, a pet could be a shaila. Don't know. You have to ask the Rov because of thing. I know the Moshel. Lemaisa, yeah, Lemaisa we are machmir. If you look at the Moshe Feinstein, and he goes, Moshe, I don't remember where exactly. If you want, I could send it to you. I'm going to check it up later. But he says that every balcha is mukta, even the one that is a pet, the children play with. He says if it's mamish miyued for that, maybe it's going to be muta. If you like you meyached it, yeah, you designated it for to play with, but then it's going to be muta. For example, for a blind person, we are matir. Fine. Say the gomo.